Hey, this is Pat, and today we are checking out the all-new Sedici Corsa 2 boots. Now, the Corsa 2 boots are an update to the top-of-the-line sport race boot from Sedici. And when you're looking at some of the key upgrades here, you're looking at a lot of the protection is being updated, even using a TPU and an alloy. It's getting an all-new TPR front bellow, which I really dig. It's also moving some of the zipper parts on there, which I wish they would have done slightly differently. But for $200, looking at something that is a sport-level, get-you-to-the-track race boot, I think they're doing a solid job, especially, like I said, at that price point, for giving you something that's going to flow a ton of air for you summer riders out there, as well as something that's going to protect you but allow you to move around on the bike. Because again, sport riding, especially track riding, you're moving around on the bike left and right a lot more than most people think. So keep that in mind. But when we're looking at the quick facts on the Corsa, like I said, this is a race grade level, get you to the track boot. If you're looking for something a little bit more tame, maybe something without the ankle bracing system, you can drop down and look at the Chicane 2 within their line as something a little bit more comfortable for commuters. I want a sport boot, sport touring riders out there, or someone just riding all day that might want a little bit more comfort in lieu of the ankle protection. Before I get too long-winded, let's talk about some of those facts. I mentioned the price before, that's $200. Comes in sizes ranging from 9 to 13. Now, there are no half sizes, but they do come with a half size insert for the sole. That'll actually, if you're wearing a size 11, like in my example, I'm a US 10 when it comes to fitment. Almost everything fits me in a 10.5. I actually go with the size 11s, and then I add in this half-inch insert that comes in there just to tighten it up a little bit more. Now, all this microfiber will break in. It'll start to relax as you really wrench around on it, so keep that in mind. But one thing I want to call out, and I mentioned it in the intro when it comes to sizing, they did add a little bit of length to the zipper on this new Corsa 2. It comes down a little bit lower, which is awesome. Actually allows for a little bit more movement. It does make it a little bit more difficult getting them on right out of the box. And when I say a little bit difficult, you will experience it right out of the box because of all this TPU at the back and where the zipper meets. It's almost like a cup you have to slide your ankle past. That will break in over time. But that's one of the main reasons I say these run about a half size small, is just getting into them, which I usually don't agree with because it should be the fitment out of the gate, but you'll notice it right as soon as you get them, and then you can add that half size fitment insert inside of it. Just keep in mind, it's just getting past the actual zipper end and the TPU to get in there. Once you're inside of there, it's a nice cupping feeling to the entire foot. It has a nice average footbed when it comes to width, especially at the toe box, which is usually where you're gonna be on a sport bike. When you're pushing off, that's where most of the action takes over. Like I said, you have that insert if you need to adjust the sizing. So just keep in mind, Sedici, if you're listening, I'd love to see that maybe updated or do like a rolling change just to give it a little bit more slip to allow it pass through. Even if you just fold out the TPU a little bit, it'll be a little bit easier on and off. So keep that in mind. Again, it comes in two colorways, which I have here in front of me. You got the blackish gray and then the black and white over on my left. And it comes in those sizes ranging from 9 to 13 that I mentioned before for $200 out of the box.